Since when are they taking orders from you?
I don't know, but I kind of like it.
Oh, no.
She had her phone in her hand.
How come all of us should always be right?
I told you.
This is the era.
Blinders.
Just got my ass kicked for the bazillionth time.
Because you suck.
Start practicing.
So basically, I'm trading a cell in Central City for a cell in Starling City.
Actually,
More
on
of a
this earth,
cake.
we call it
And I guess once you let the darkness inside, it never comes out. And now I am trapped in a parallel dimension.
we keep you safe.
And you're willing to do that? Why? Why? Because I look like someone you used to know.
Someone once told me that a circumstance...
You're gonna put in the song like
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
or nectar.
Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
How are you?
All
Wow.
the budget was spent on the wardrobes and Flash. So.
I feel like they almost swapped last minute.
Hey, this jacket looks way too big.
Yeah.
His looks way too small.
Small, right?
What the hell's gotten into you?
I've been stabbed, shot at, put in a coma. Had magic powers used on me, superpowers used against me, and for what?
And horrible wardrobe.
That's what it's called.
Oh,
Put it on.
God.
Hey,
I already...
keep your wrist straight. Just so you don't change.
She's not Laurel. Not Laurel. She's not
here we
our
go.
Laurel, okay? No.
Okay, Felicity, I can't pretend to understand parallel worlds. And I need to believe
After she's thrown in with Prometheus.
under duress.
Oh, shit.
Wait. Hello.
You alright? You alright?
Damn, she bounced, too.
All of that was a ploy.
You let
I let her go.
Oh, my God.
What?
What?
Damn, Blondie. I'm sorry, but
This is
Fine,
some
where's she
bullshit,
going?
though. If she wants her own fucking team, go...
You could have been our
well, now that you're killing again, I thought, why not put it to use?
Oh.
Oh!
But first, we'll need to take care of your ex, who's not even your ex.
Wow, she's really
The fuck is wrong with her?
She's gonna become the new Artemis.
She's gonna become the new Cisco. Felicity.
There's a part of him
She needs some dick, that's what it is.
It's who he is.
Well, my boyfriend is dead. I guess it looks
So when he
remain
looks
stiff.
at you,
I get
Sorry,
some
she needs
right?
I'm just saying. Like I said, this is exactly what you do when you watch Arrow nowadays. You need to be heavily drinking.
No,
This
you
fucking-
need to
here we
be
go
with your
again.
team.
Felicity on her bullshit. Fuck, this is exactly why I stopped watching the show.
Our Laurel's gone.
Don't you think that's what you do?
Billy is my responsibility.
I have to admit, I'd rather her be pouty and cry
And we will get
instead
justice.
of
Cisco.
no, Killer Frost.
You know when the driver's in town.
She can't catch a break.
The one thing I will say
Same
is
one. multiple
these
times.
actors are very good at forcing tears out and shit. They just do it so frequently, it's not believable.
Don't move, Trinity.
Oh, I thought you'd be someone else. Disappointing.
Well done. Jesus Christ.
Diazepam. That should slow you down.
It won't.
It did.
I don't know.
Diazepam. You could say I have a tolerance, but you shouldn't be worrying about me right now.
I love his voice.
Ah, Felicity.
Yeah, I agree.
If you end this now, we can find that person again.
Just jab her in the
Together.
She was never there.
Oh!
You really need to shut your damn mouth.
Hey, Pumpkin.
Hey,
Oliver looked like he wasn't amused.
Nor am I.
Attacking a city official is a very serious offense, Mr. Diggle. I think I'm gonna have to prosecute this one myself.
I like this guy. I like this guy.
With a red sun.
Oh. Looks like he stuck it to him.
Hawkeye?
Seriously.
The fuck is this?
That looks like Laurel.
Yeah, Laurel. Huh?
Future Laurel?
Laurel?
No, because that would be the past.
Past Laurel? What the fuck is this? Wait, what? Did the face
He's thinking he saw
Hello,
Laurel.
Mr. Queen. My name is Talia.
Hey!
Talia!
Oh, what?
That.
Ugh.
Huh?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Wait, that was supposed to be Talia, the same person? That was the same woman?
She didn't look like.
Ugh.
Wait, you're talking about Talia, like
Al
Al
Ghul.
Ghul.
Yeah. What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Then Batman has to come.
No, let's not. So there you have it, folks. That was the latest episode of Arrow, the mid-season premiere. What do we think about it? Like, yeah. To be fair, maybe I'm a little bit tipsy, but the episode for me was a bit boring. So
What?
I don't know. It's not. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but.
Come on, have a heart.
No. what I was explaining earlier was how there's been this kind of like consistent drive in all the Arrow episodes so far, and it kind of feels like kind of similar to yesterday with The Flash. It feels like after such a long break, now I realize why CW has been putting out so many trailers recently, because they got to reignite the interest. I've noticed like both Flash and Arrow had to kind of restart things again and remind people what happened, and like, I don't know, it felt like there was a lot of building in this particular episode, so I don't know. What did you... Yeah, for someone who watches Arrow maybe more, or invested more than any other CW show, right?
Definitely in the past.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about this particular episode?
I guess after watching the Christmas episode, you wanted it to just be amped up more. And,
Yeah.
I felt like reintroducing Laurel or Evil Laurel, it just kind of felt like I was cheated on.
Really?
Yeah, like it's like, okay, there's Laurel, and then we're gonna take her away again.
Okay, so as an
Major
Arrow
pain
fan,
points.
okay,
And then,
got it.
and then Invasion just happened, so we saw her recently, so it's like, so it's seeing her again, unless there was longevity attached to it, I feel like, why would
Interesting.
you...
That's interesting because I can see where diehard Arrow fans really, and Laurel fans, specifically Laurel fans, because there's a whole statement about like if Laurel dies, we're done with Arrow and such. So I can kind of see where people would feel very betrayed. Like, what the fuck? That wasn't even Laurel. But particularly for me, because I was actually, it's kind of like, I always thought the Laurel movement was kind of weird because I never was a fan of of Laurel, actually. I actually liked Sarah as Black Canary. I thought she was really good. I always thought Laurel was very whiny and such, and I never got into her as being Black Canary, and I never bought that story. So when she died, I was like, whatever. But I really liked the hell out of Black Siren. Like, I feel like that's who we should have had in some form or fashion of Black Canary all along. Like, I like Black Siren so much, and the only disappointment I have is the fact that she's locked up again. I like her version of it. It's really weird because both Flash and Arrow, I have the same situations about the evil twin or whatever with Killer Frost. I don't like Caitlyn so much, regular Caitlyn on the show, but I love her portrayal of Killer Frost. I don't like Laurel so much, but I love her Black Siren. It's weird. I don't know. Dante? The show?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, the show was, as per usual. It had some spots in it that I'm kind of,
Yeah.
My issues with I'll break it down and just say character-wise. Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
God.
He's sticking out too much.
Now, I understand that they're trying to show that, okay, well, maybe he needs to take a different direction with his character and focus more on tech and things. I'm okay with that. As far as the fighting and things, I just think he needs to practice more. Not that he's not practicing enough, he just needs to practice more, because some people get it quickly and some people don't. He's a natural athlete, but he doesn't obtain the defensive combat skills that the other members of the team do as quickly. So he needs to take a different approach. I'm fine with that. I do think they need to make him less whiny.
Yeah.
Now, I understand that it's because we had a break, and it's hard to get back into that mode. Because it's hard for me, between the bad wardrobe, and the whiny, I'm like, just move on.
Well, okay, here's an interesting situation, because I was watching Supergirl last night, and while I felt that...
It was a decent episode.
It was a decent episode, but
Kevin Smith's daughter was in it too.
Alright. Well, what I felt with... While the issue with Supergirl's sister, the whole coming out episode... I thought that was great. It had me in tears because of the rejection, but them actually being together... Last night when I was watching it, I was just like,
cheesy.
This is not even cheesy. It was just kind of this weird awkwardness situation.
It didn't feel like they had chemistry and natural.
They had, I don't know, it's just kind of this idea, and a lot of people have kind of talked about this sort of like gay agenda being sort of shoved down our throats.
Yeah, it's the thing I mentioned before. It's like on the CW shows, and a lot of other networks, specifically the CW shows, because that's what we're usually focusing on, there is at least one gay male or female on this show, if not couple, on every one of the shows.
Right.
And it almost seems like it's prerequisite, like they have to have
right,
it
like
there.
as many have said, like an agenda.
I don't have anything against it, but sometimes it does feel like, oh, well, this show doesn't have okay, well, now you're gay.
Right.
And that's it. And it's like,
but it's not even that. So,
okay.
So, well, getting back to Mr. Terrific, this is the thing. Like, I don't mind. I kind of minded that he was gay, but I was like, okay, let's see how they utilize that. But the problem is, they're making that way too much of his character, opposed to just being the guy that's good with tech, being the third smartest person on Earth.
It bugged the hell out of me. It bugged the hell out of me because, one, his character's never been like that. And then on the opposite side, why not just do like you've been doing, introduce a gay character and just keep it like that? Okay, maybe his ethnic background is different. Okay. I'm okay with that. But why go and tweak something that doesn't need to be tweaked just for the sake of saying, well, we need to fill this quota?
Right, but my issue, the point I take issue is the fact that they harp on it a little too much. Like, okay, I'm cool with the fact that he's broken up about Paul.
Yeah.
Like, that part didn't bother me.
But
the thing I didn't like was the idea of, like, he's talking about alternative universes.
Maybe on another Earth.
Right. He's like, oh my god, what if I'm straight? It's like okay, so what's wrong with being straight now? It's like, okay, like, that point was kind of like,
overkill.
Yeah, a little overkill here. Okay, I get it. You're gay. You like men. Oh, like, you don't have to keep on mentioning it the same way that Felicity doesn't need to mention a relationship or whatever thing. These are these little issues with Arrow is what detracts me so much. And I was like, oh my god, I might have to start going on a break again, because we're getting into that Felicity zone again. What the highlight I will say of this episode is the detective. He actually finally stood out a lot.
Vigilante.
More. Possibly.
Yeah, that's what he is.
They haven't revealed that, though. They haven't revealed it.
You didn't watch the other episodes?
Which one?
He's the
Huh?
vigilante, bro.
When did they reveal it?
Like, before the season break. Go back and watch it. It'll make sense. It'll stick.
No, I know you're saying like the leads, because I know like the vigilante is a police officer or detective or something like that.
Yeah, well, in the original version he was a police officer.
Right.
Well, he was a lawyer and his family was killed and he didn't get justice for it. That's why he took it to his
Right, but they never actually did the whole face reveal deal like that.
It's the same,
that,
dude. Come on.
We shall.
If it's not, that's
spoilers
a last
aside,
minute.
We shall see, because if you don't know who the vigilante is in the comic books, you wouldn't know who he is yet. So.
Yeah, but there's a lot of characters on all of these TV shows that people don't know. They'll have to go and do research for anyway.
But you
like Ragman.
But comics outside, I mean, there's a good amount of people that just watch the TV show.
True.
And don't want that extra information about that. Like, I didn't know until you mentioned it, right?
Yeah, but I mentioned that like when the season began and they introduced him. He's got that giant B across his helmet. He's running along, and then the other dude pops up and just voice, temperament. It's like, come on. It's like Arrow.
I get
Oliver
it.
being gone for 5 years, coming back, and he's got all these skills and little mysterious. It's like,
okay.
I was on a deserted island.
So,
a resort.
Spoiler warning. Sorry.
Spoiler warning.
Yeah,
I apologize.
Discussion point. That being said, but I like the fact that they're diving into the detective. Like, he actually had a really good scene there, and the whole thing about hit me, and like I thought it was going to end with the vigilante breaking him out again, but it was cool.
That would have been too easy, and that means it would have had to be an extra 15 minutes.
Wow. Okay.
Which I wouldn't mind.
But no, I like how they gave some more growth with him, and I would like to see this guy continue on. Like, that performance in this episode made me think, oh, we need to see more of him. Like I hope he lasts for more seasons, because I am not cool with this B team, C ranked team that the Arrow has. Like these, like, look, one sidekick is something, two maybe, but he's got like 4 people and Felicity calling the shots too. It's like,
that's great, because then you can do a spin-off and they're called The Outsiders.
Good. Get him off the show again. Please. Like, I'm so done with Felicity, and
he's got to have Felicity there because he needs someone to handle the tech and the conscious part of it. So if she's gone, that means Mr. Terrific's going to have to step in and take that place.
No problem.
I know you're happy with, because you don't really like Felicity.
Yeah.
But then what do you do with her character? Do you kill her off?
Ship her to the moon. I don't know.
But there always has to be that leading female.
Yeah. And realistically, there isn't one on this show other than Felicity.
Thea.
Leading female.
Okay. She could be a leading thing. I don't know.
Thea is basically Felicity's sidekick when you look at it, because she's not really there.
Who would... Okay, I get it, because Iris is the leading female in The Flash. Legends of Tomorrow, Sarah. Who's the leading male in Supergirl?
Right now, Mon-El. Before, it was Martian Manhunter.
Okay.
And that's because they need to build his character up more. But for me, I'd stick more with Martian Manhunter than Mon-El, because sometimes it's overkill. But the dynamic of their personalities, Supergirl and Mon-El's, that's why they have more focus on them. And because they're trying to build that love interest that we so don't want to see.
See how we're dedicating most of the discussion to something other than Arrow? That speaks volumes to how this episode
Well, yes
was.
and no, because, the storylines do cross over with each other. Because little things that I noticed in the show, like when they said, I'm going to get a signature from the president. Okay, I'd like to see that. I've always wanted her autograph. That's something that they've kept throughout the universe itself, in the CW universe, because it's still a woman in Flash and in Supergirl. So I like that, because it's the same. It's showing continuity.
What do we think of Talia al Ghul? Like, the reveal?
When she appeared at the top of the steps, it was cool.
That was cool.
Him seeing Laurel, I understand, because he wanted to see the person that he thought he'd never see again before dying. Understandable.
Oh. So it wasn't just me then. It was everybody saw like Laurel's face.
It really had Laurel's face there, because that's what he's imagining is there, because he's in distress. Understandable. But it not being Laurel made me so happy.
Yes.
Right.
Because if it were Laurel, I'd be like, seriously, you got to cut that out. So which one is this? Laurel from Earth 3, Earth 16? What did you think? You're kind of quiet. What did you think?
Of Talia, because you know Talia, like you picked it out. Like the moment you heard the name, that name is synonymous with the League of Shadows, Batman, Ra's al Ghul.
Damien's mom.
I'm only familiar with her from the Batman games, the video games.
Oh, Arkham, the Arkham games. Okay.
Yeah, she's badass.
She is great.
And oh my gosh, Stana Katic did the voice of Talia al Ghul in the video games. I liked her.
We can tell from that smile.
I like her.
All right, let's move on to the question of the video. All right. Actually, I don't really have a question of video. I guess we could just use Talia as the question of the video here because there's not much else
Do we think the casting was good or something like that?
Yeah, what do you think of Talia al Ghul's debut here? That was it was weird because, okay, I was psyched about it, but then when they had that extra bar scene, I was like...
But that extra bar scene, was it Thalia or was it the replacement for Black Canary? Because you heard a sound in the background. It sounded kind of like...
Right! I was
Canary.
wondering about that as well. I was like, wait, what the hell was that? Like, but that was supposed to be Talia or not?
Don't know. For
But
me,
was that
I'm looking at it as, ooh, next episode, girl fight.
Okay, so that wasn't Talia. I mean, I thought it was. I mean, well, I asked, and we got the canary cry, so...
If Thalia al Ghul has the canary cry, I'm going to be very, very...
Right, I don't think it was her. I don't think it was her. Like, we'll check again, but I'm pretty sure that was... So, Talia herself...
Yeah.
Cool.
Very cool. She'll kill Prometheus.
My only concern is, like, is she going to do the whole Lazarus journey then? Because that's a flash... Well, it's not that much of a flashback, so I guess we don't have to worry about it.
Not that much of a flashback, but it could be where he first heard about the pit.
Okay.
I could see that.
But she wouldn't be using it.
Now, if he has a son named Damien also, then I'm be like, yeah, I may have to
if
take a break.
they start having an affair or something like that, then I would be...
That doesn't bother me. It doesn't matter, because it's like, Batman having only one lover in his history. We know better.
Alright.
And, you know, Oliver having a short-lived affair, maybe, with her, okay, I'm fine. As long as they don't have offspring. If they have offspring, then I'm like, yeah, that's not cool. No, because it doesn't fit.
What happened to Oliver's son, by the way?
Oh, yeah, with that girl.
Right? That's something that hasn't been addressed in this timeline.
Did that shit get erased?
Don't know. Because he hasn't checked. Because it's one of those, like, the timeline being rewritten, did the son actually happen or not happen?
Did the mom, is the mom still
If that's the case, we don't, because with the timeline being rewritten, we don't know what happened and what didn't happen.
Let's say you're just an Arrow watcher only, and you don't know anything about timelines and Flash erasing
I'd say it's a 50-50. A 50-50 draw that he has a son or doesn't.
What the hell? So they just completely stopped mentioning it?
Well, yeah, because...
what was the last you heard about
Diggle?
it?
Diggle had a daughter.
I know that.
Now he has a son. That was completely rewritten.
But it's at least addressed. In the story itself, did they just get paid? Like, the last time I saw him, he was, like, playing with the Flash toy, right? Yeah. That was it?
That was before the timeline changed again.
Right, but maybe they just closed it off at that then. Okay.
That's sad.
It is sad.
Wow, I wish I could close off child support that easily. Barry, can you do this favor for me?
It's like those memes of Spider-Man and Barry talking. He's like, okay, so when you go back to rewrite the timeline, you need to save Emma and your girl too.
I didn't see that one. Alright, Red Red Nation, stand up, speak up. Let us know what you think of this latest episode of Arrow. Are you still interested in the show? I mean,
yes.
Well, you're only, I mean, I wouldn't say you're only as good as your last episode, but in some cases you are. You know, I'm still going to watch Arrow, but definitely not spend the time to hit the reaction button and such. But it's cool. I mean, we'll see what the season... I'll be back for the season finale. What?
We'll see what his initial reaction is in the next episode. And if the next episode isn't strong enough, then probably the season finale. But we'll try and get him to come in on the next episode.
No, it's also just a time situation. I don't generally like to spend my time editing Arrow like that. Like, the drive isn't really there. I'm like, why? Like, I record... Actually, Legends of Tomorrow. I actually did a reaction for the season finale, or mid-season finale, and I recorded my reaction, but I was just like, nah, I'm dead. Like, I'm not going to spend the hours it takes to edit it, because it wasn't much for me to say. Hey, cool! Reverse Flash. Alright, we're done. Like, that was about it. That was it for me. I was just like...
That's a good reaction video, too.
I was like, hey, the rest of the time it was just drink, and I'm just like, hey, Reverse Flash, oh, okay. Mobsters, okay. Yeah, that's about it. Like, there's not much more I can
there,
give.
that's a 2 to 3 minute clip.
Nah.
Your fans would be appreciative, even if it's something small like that.
Nope, because they don't want to hear my review on that one. Alright, guys, enough. Make sure you check out DCsan's channel.
WorldofKali.
Make sure... well, DCsan's channel is.
Get a scoop.
Yeah, DCsan. World of Kali, if you like traveling around Japan and all the stuff with all the things with a feminine touch.
Wait,
He
and
had
then,
a drink.
yes.
No, please.
Oh,
go
and
ahead.
then the shirt. If you guys can go to kumamonster.threadless.com.
kumamonster.threadless.com.
You can get Kumamon giving you the finger and put it on baby clothes.
Wow, because that's what we've always wanted. Now I have a question.
Finger of baby.
Size-wise, do they have sizes up to what?
Oh.
What are the sizes up to?
So basically, Threadless takes care of all like the merch.
Okay.
So like it's.
So
all
you
like-
made the shirt then?
Just the design.
You made the
Yeah,
design.
and that's
Well,
okay.
I know
That's
the
it.
artist who made the design.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're producing.
You're producing.
You're the producer.
I'm
of the
helping to promote it.
shirt. You're helping to promote.
But let's say if Akasan or I wanted to get the shirt, do they
Yes.
come in like a large?
Yes,
and extra
it's all
large and
American
that kind of
sizing.
thing? Okay,
Yeah.
great. And that's also good for the people.
Yes,
listening.
American sizing. Lounge pants.
Do they have wife beater versions of this shirt?
Also known as tank tops.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. They have the really stretchy ones. Like, can I get one with like the drawn-on abs, like this Batman shirt? That
I'll
makes me
draw
look
the abs
If
for you.
incredibly
that
dope.
abs drawn onto it, I'm down.
Incredibly hot and shit. All right, guys. We have filled this city. We're out. Peace.
Keep it super.